Hello guys, in this video, let's understand about the urban company. Firstly, we'll understand the business model, how does urban company earn money. Secondly, we'll understand the industry overview or analysis. After that, we'll understand what are the results, what are the financial results for Q3 FY26. So, urban company is a full technology-driven, full-stack online marketplace. So, by full-stack online marketplace, full-stack means urban company not only connects the service professionals with customers, it also onboards service professionals, it trains them, it trains them because there should be standardization in the provision of services. So now there are gamut of services in urban companies marketplace. You can see on the screen, it might be cleaning, deep cleaning of house, appliance repairs and maintenance. It could extend to home painting, house paintings and carpenting, plumbing, electric services. How does urban company earn money? So urban companies business segments. We'll understand there are three business segments: consumer services, Instahelp, and native products. So by consumer services, we understand when we listen to urban company, right? We only listen to the consumer services where we open the app as a customer. We book any kind of service. Like now the summer is coming ahead, so we'll book AC cleaning or repair services. So also we'll understand few terms, NTV and revenue from operations and take rate. So by NTV, what I mean, I'll give an example. As a customer, I'm booking urban company's AC repair services, and after the service professional comes to my home and does the service, right, I'll give the amount. Maybe it could be 500 rupees. So the 500 rupees could be termed as NTV, net transaction value, and obviously urban company gets the commission here. So that is what their business is based upon. The service professional gets around 70 to 73% from 500 rupees, and rest of the 28% goes to urban company. So that rest of the 28% or the commission percentage is known as take rate. This take rate is considered as revenue for urban company. So this is how urban company earns money in consumer services. Currently, the revenue split is 82% of revenue comes from 82% of net transaction value comes from Indian consumer services. So these Indian consumer services, right? These are high demanded services in Q1 and Q3, where before Q3, right? This is a festival season where households or customers require cleaning services, deep cleaning services. So they demand. I mean, they request more of the cleaning services in the Q3 and after winter as well. For the Q1, after winter, they also request more of cleaning services. And whenever the summer is coming, right? Before the summer, we request more of AC and refrigerator repair or maintenance services. So Q1 and Q3 are high demanded services. I mean, high demand quarters. And Q2 and Q4, right? These basically urban company prepares for the high demand quarters by marketing more, by training the professionals, by hiring the professionals, service professionals, by onboarding them, upskilling them. So the training is very essential, because if I'm a customer and if I wanted to book a particular service, now after the service is done, right, if I'm happy with the service, I might as well rebook the service after some days. Now I will have an expectation that the quality of service or quality of the products they are offering, right, that should be similar to the one which I have already got before. Note that emphasizes or that signifies the importance of standardization. So training is important in such way, because whenever you are training a large amount of service professionals, right, every person is different, but however, end of the day, we should get a minimum this kind of experience from service professionals. Now in the Indian consumer services space, right, now urban company need to balance both the service professionals expectations and customers expectation. Now service professional would require the professional experience or respect from customers. They need stable income, they need constant training or upscaling, because they need to give more and more services in a standardized way, and also they need good livelihood. Coming to the customer, right, customer needs good service in terms of quality, in terms of quality of the products, in terms of quality of service. They need good service, and secondly, they might need these services in good prices as well. So it is easy to say that urban company is mediating or aggregating the service professionals and customers, but the hard part or difficult part lies in execution, where you need to balance both of the parties expectations, and you also need to earn money from that, because there's a potential service or potential revenue leakage in this process. Because as a customer will book some serviceman, after doing the service, right, he'll say just contact me, just directly contact me without booking on urban company, because I may give 10 to 20% of discount. For urban company, it is a revenue leakage, but for serviceman and customer, no, it is both beneficial. It is beneficial for both the person. Serviceman gets some more money because the commission cut or take rate will not be present in this, and for customer, right, he'll also get 10% discount. But this will not only decrease the reliability, this has its own problems. And how does urban company deal with these problems? Firstly, urban company, they track the bookings. Whenever a customer books, right, urban company tracks the customers further or future bookings as well. If customer is booking through urban company, or customer just start booking, now it will be a flag to understand. It will be a flag there. You can understand from the customer or service professional who has provided service. And there will be strict contracts or agreements where if service professionals are caught asking for offline appointments, if customers encourage this kind of behavior, if customers want this kind of services, this will be not beneficial for service professionals. They can be banned from the services. So usually they would not encourage, service professionals also would not encourage to directly contact the customers. And also one more thing, by giving the subscription model or bundled offers where you can book one service, but if you add one or two services, right, you can get certain percent of discount. And if you subscribe and become a member, you'll also get certain discount. So this will help the customer to stick only to urban company and not call service professionals directly. And also the incentivization will also help service professionals, where if you are going to customer's house, the offline, and doing the service, right, you'll not get any bonus. But if you stick with urban company, right, urban company will give you bonus or incentives. And also from customers point of view, right, customers will not have reliability on the serviceman in certain cases, right, because urban company should create lucrative offers to serviceman, or it should make their site, it should make their model lucrative and attractive to consumers as well. This is about Indian consumer services. Similarly, they are also providing services in UAE and Singapore and Saudi. Similar services actually internationally as well, because the Southeast Asian countries and Saudi, most of the customers' expectations are similar. In terms of services, they want similar kind of services. So that is international business. And coming to the third business, which is very important right now, and because that is optimizing the margins, that is Native. Native is the brand name of urban company through which they are selling its own products. So currently they are selling water purifiers, and currently they are selling door locks, electrical door locks. Now, before explaining about the Native, right, explain the competitive advantage, or I'll explain a moat, a point where urban company has the benefit through Indian consumer services business. How does this generate revenue for Native, or how does this benefit Native products as well? Because they are getting the data from Indian consumer services, they are getting the pain points, they are understanding the pain points in daily households, where regularly customers are facing. It might be through water purifiers, it might be through door locks. They understood this problem, so they have launched their own product, Native M1 Pro, Native M1, M2 water purifiers. So over the time, by understanding their pain points, or they have launched Native products only in water purifiers and electric door locks, but further coming in the future, right, they'll also launch more products. Now coming to the third business category, this is Instahelp. This is also similar to consumer services, but consumer services frequency is very low. Like consumer services like cleaning or painting or AC repair services, all of the services, the frequency would be like quarterly, monthly, or yearly. But when it's coming to Instahelp, right, Instahelp is offering cleaning, laundry, and cooking, where the frequency is very high, because in the rising urbanization, household income or the disposable income is increasing. And also they have, the couples or the household members, they have less time to work on these chores. So they go to office, they do their core works. Now they only outsource these house chores to someone. They want to outsource these chores to someone, like cooking, laundry, cleaning, etc. So they'll book the services. The service professionals come in 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and they'll do their work. So these services have started in 2025. What are the key growth drivers for urban company? Firstly, the customer experience. Secondly, the service expansion, the number of services, higher the number of services, because currently they are not into some services like home care or pet care. So they can also include these services. There are mammoth of services which can be given by urban company as urban company. So, and also by new customer acquisition. Now, faster service at economical price with good product quality or with good service quality will give higher customer satisfaction. So, talking about urban companies' financials, right? On a consolidated level, companies currently making losses, but then you see there's a good amount of growth in net transaction value and revenue from ops. NTV is growing by 32 and 33% respectively with NTV and revenue from ops. But revenue from ops also includes revenue from products as well. Like whenever service professionals are going to customers house, right, they are going to sell some products or they are going to use some consumables in the process while cleaning, or it might be like beauty and spa services where they use some products. So these products are bought by urban company from third party and sold to customers with a margin. Now this also includes these products and products from products sold under the brand name Native. These are water purifiers and electrical door locks. Now EBITDA is currently at 35 crores loss. Previously it is 10 crores loss. There is no free cash flow because currently company is making loss. Previously it used to have for Q3 FY25 it used to have 26 CR, but now as it is making loss, it is negative 38 CR. Operating metrics, these are as important as financial metrics because currently for urban company as it is a loss making company, but on an operating side, right, if we see whether the sale is growing, whether company is attracting more customers, acquiring more customers, how is customers retention rate. Currently the retention rate is 85%. Annual transacting users have grown from 6.5 million to 7.8 million. That is a good growth again. And active service partners as well, they have also grown from 45,000 to 59,000, approximately 60,000 service partners right now. Talking segment by segment, Indian consumer services, as currently it is making profits at adjusted EBITDA, it is 44 CR. Now, adjusted EBITDA as a percentage, right, it is 5.6% of NTV. Previously, it used to be 4.4% in Q3 FY25. That is a growth again. Operating metrics, as I've already said, these are growing. For native, right, native is a very important segment because it enables company to get the data from Indian consumer services, and also further they also get the data from Instahelp. Now this data or this pattern will also help them to produce new categories or new products. Urban companies water purifier was also built or made in such way, right, they understood through service professionals that many households or customers are facing problems with water purifiers, and they thought this could be one of the product, this could be a no nonsense or no brainer product to sell. And the USP is like there's no service or there's no water filter change needed for first 2 years. That is again no brainer, no conditions for that. If you see revenue from ops, right, they have grown by 101%. Currently it is making 62 CR in Q3 FY26, which has grown by 101% from 31 CR. Adjusted EBITDA is also getting narrowed down. I mean, loss are also getting narrowed down. For international, this is also again similar to consumer services, Indian consumer services, that is also making decent profit or positive EBITDA and positive contribution profit. Again, financial metrics, okay, operating metrics, you see in terms of operating metrics, right, we do not see immense growth or we do not see significant growth in international like Indian consumers. But in Instahelp, right, in Q3 FY20, before it in Q3 FY25 did not start its operation. So for Q3 FY25, you can see massive amount of losses. They've started recently. They have made NTV of 28 CR, but you see at an adjusted EBITDA of 61 CR. And how is it even possible? Because they are selling the services at very high discount rates, because they have to increase the scale, they have to understand the customers, they have to penetrate into markets. So this could only be, I mean, this could only be done by providing offers. Currently for 1 hour, right, if you are booking Install services, that could cost us around 200 rupees, but they are providing at 80 rupees or 90 rupees, that is within 100 or 110% discount. So KSA is a joint venture with Saudi Arabia. KSA is nothing but Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So it is a 50-50 joint venture with UC. Currently they are also making losses. Share or profit or loss is 7 CR. Again, that is okay. So you have understood, right? Currently, if we do not consider Instahelp, right, Consumer service business is approximately generating or is contributing to 80% of revenue, and till FY28 as well, company will not make any profits. In FY28, right, Q2, Q3, they'll start to break even. That means the profits from consumer business will set off with the losses of InstaHelp, and from then they'll start making profits. They'll start making cash flows, free cash flows. Again, I'll also show you. There's a beautiful report by JM Finance. There they have given the estimations of projections for next 5 years till FY30 in terms of cash flows, in terms of revenue, in terms of revenue mix. I'll show you that as well. Guys, let's understand the industry analysis as well, because industry overview or industry analysis is equally important as understanding business analysis. Now I'll give you an example why industry analysis or overview is important. uh, Example, you have a super bike, you have fueled it up, it is in good service, I mean it is in good condition, you have everything to drive, it is safe, I mean it is the best bike in the world that you can drive. But what about the road? Your road is filled with potholes, flooded with water, speed breakers, traffic, etc. So the bike you are driving or the bike you have analyzed to drive is like business analysis. The road filled with potholes and water and traffic, it is like industry. So what good it is to drive that bike on such kind of road? So that will only help you understand if you are in a growth sector with tailwinds or a declining sector, declining industry with headwinds. Now let's use Porter's 5 forces model to understand the urban company. No, now Porter's 5 forces model is nothing but, I mean, it explains you or it helps in analyzing the competitive landscape, competitive atmosphere or attractiveness. So competitive attractiveness or long-term profitability. But before that, right, uh, like when we are understanding industry over, we understand that industry is growing so good, it is growing at 30-40%. Your company is only growing at 20%. Now, like now you understand, right, it is important to analyze industry as well to understand how the rest of the industry is growing and how our company is growing. So firstly, let's go through industry overview or how the current market or the total addressable market is. So currently for FY25, the total addressable market TAM for Indian home services is 5,100 billion, and it will grow with 10 to 11% CAGR to 8,000 billion. Now you can see the services in Indian home services, like what are the categories which represent most of the percentage, like cleaning and pest control, care at home, home renovation, beauty and wellness. Like these are the major sectors. Now, urban company is not in the care at home sector or care at home category. Now, let's understand by Porter's 5 forces model, right? What are these 5 forces? It's like threat of new entrants. So, what is the competition? I mean, if someone wants to enter into this market, right, into Indian consumer services or similar, so what are the threats? Like the threats are not so high, which restrict the new companies to enter into this category. Like you can aggregate customers, you can aggregate suppliers, you can build a tech platform. But what is urban companies' advantage or moat, which brings them aside or which brings them as unique with other companies which could start. Now it has large supply network, it has an ecosystem, it has built that super app already. This in terms of service professionals as well, right? It is training them, upskilling them, so to provide standardized service. Now these are the points which restrict other companies to enter into this space. Second point would be the bargaining power of suppliers. Third point would be bargaining power of customers. These are very high. Now, bargaining power of suppliers, right? They can perform independently any of the service which they are providing in the urban company. Now, if they wish to, right, they can come out, they can perform AC repair services or beauticians. They can give their spa services, beauty services. But how urban companies dealing with this? Now, they're providing training so that the service professionals they can stay on top with their service. They're also providing standard pricing, they're also providing the trust. Like maybe if someone as a customer, right, maybe you cannot trust anyone outside who are giving us services, but if it is coming from urban company, right, maybe you'll have the trust or reliability. And bargaining power of in terms of customers, right, you will have a number of substitutes.
not in the online rate but in the offline as well. Now currently you will have substitutes. If you want AC repairs or technician services, you can go out in a shop, you can ask them, they'll come to your home. That will create the ease. But how is urban company again dealing with this? Now urban company is not only providing service, they service do not end after the service is completed, right? They also provide after sales guarantee, like up to 10 days or 15 days, whatever it is. They also assure you that if any kind of problem exists, or if any kind of new problem you face, right, you will get the warranty, so that again those persons will come and check. And again the pricing as well, it is a transparent pricing. You'll also get discounts on a bundled offers. Again, the fourth point would be like threat of substitutes. Now you can obviously, the customer can always choose the substitutes. It might be new companies or it might be offline players. Now again, urban company is dealing in the similar manner as I've said the above points. Training, trust, reliability, insurance, that means, I mean, guarantee or warranty. You'll also get to see the professionals with high rating. So these are some competitive advantages which helps urban company to stay in the game. Now the fifth point and most important point, if someone wants to, I mean, what is the current competition? Because if someone is already in this competition, right, if already in this game, right, you will want to experience their services as well, because they are also they might also be providing services at similar prices with same verified professionals and standardized service. But then currently urban companies leading, there is no competition in Indian consumer services, but there is competition in Instahelp. People have started building startups in the Instahelp sector, like for cleaning, daily cooking or laundry services. Service professionals could earn up to 25,000 to 35,000 currently. Online full stack service partners on an average are getting 24 to 35,000. And also this one, how much are the service professionals earning in hand per month? All professions on an average 28,000, but if you see the top 5% of the service professionals, right, by order count, by the number of orders, they're earning up to 51,000. Now these are the persons who are in the beauty and spa category. Till FY28 as well, they'll not make any profits, but once they start to make profits, right, what is the EBITDA? Yeah, you see the EBITDA is going positive, that is fine, that we understand. But then, yeah, cash flow. You see, right, the free cash flows or the cash flow from operations, right, it grows significantly. Firstly, in FY28 when they make profits, right, 1540 million, 154 cr, 430 cr, approximately 670 cr, that grows very fastly. And I also wanted to show you one point. This is the very important point in this industry analysis actually, because only 0.8, that means only 1% or approximately 10% of the industry is organized. Out of that, only 1% is online, and the rest of the 9% is approximately offline organized. That means you can understand how the industry could grow, and how fast we could gain our market share, or how fast we could also grow with the industry. Now this 90.5% is only 87.9 again, even after 5 years. This is the industry analysis, guys. Have any comments, right, on this urban company or any new age companies, right? Please do comment below. Thank you, guys. That's it for this video.